Joining me now to discuss is New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Sir, it's good to see you as always. Congressman Marjorie Taylor Greene, your colleague, set to force a vote to vacate Speaker Mike Johnson this week. Even if the Democrats keep their word and save Johnson, he's going to be a tainted speaker at that point, isn't he? In the grand scheme of things, isn't that better? Because right now, the GOP is rubber stamping everything the Democrats are doing using the GOP brand. At least after this, the GOP speakership will be owned lock, stock, and barrel by the Democrats. At least they'll still own their own cancerous agenda, and they won't be able to pawn it off on the GOP. Is that fair?
Chris, look, I get it. Nobody was more disappointed with the FISA bill when we're still continuing to allow, any way that you look at it, Americans to be spied upon by other Americans in the Department of Justice and elsewhere. Disappointed with the appropriations bills. Disappointed that as we tightened up Ukraine's borders, we're not tightening up our own. I totally, completely get it. It was a rough month. But I've spoken to President Trump about this on numerous times, as recently as 2 days ago. We can't get involved in a sideshow right now. We can't be in this war internally. Chris, the only thing I am thinking about right now is winning. Winning a bigger, more robust, more conservative majority in the House of Representatives, winning the Senate and getting some good U.S. senators in there who will really stand up for Republican principles, and of course, most of all, having President Donald J. Trump be our next president. We can't get sidelined with this. They'll try to show us as being inefficient, unable to lead, you name it, they'll do it. We don't win on this one. I don't want the Democrats helping us. I don't want this to happen now, not because I don't understand how you feel and other conservatives feel. I feel the same way. This is not the time. This isn't the place. This isn't a dress rehearsal. We have to win. It's about winning, period.
Yeah, and I don't see what good this does now. You know, here we are with 6 months before an election, and the Republican Party hasn't done anything to this point to slow down the Democrat agenda, which is, as you and I can concede, ripping this country apart. I don't think replacing the speaker right now does much good. I'm just saying that maybe the silver lining in this is at least you won't own all of the inefficiencies anymore. You won't own the Democrat agenda. The Democrats will take ownership back of that, because right now, under Speaker McCarthy and Speaker Johnson, the Republicans own or voting to fully fund the Democrat agenda that's doing so much harm that I mentioned. But I'm with you. I don't think it does much good at this point. Now,
Chris,
speaking of President Trump,
just one thing.
Yeah.
Some Republicans voted for that. Some Republicans voted for that. I did not. Other conservative-minded voters in the Republican Party did not. So I don't take that on. I'm not part of it. I disagreed with it. I voted no on all of those issues that you're saying. We need a bigger majority. Then we can get stuff done.
All right. President Trump, the Grand Inquisitor, Jack Smith, he admitted he lied to the court about classified documents. He also admitted to mishandling those documents, the same charge in which they're accusing President Trump. Congressman, from Mitch McConnell and John Cornyn's omnibus to Speaker McCarthy and Speaker Johnson's continuing resolutions overspending all of our tax dollars, the GOP has funded the lawfare against Trump and our people. Don't you think it's time that stops? The Republican Party ought to stop doing that?
There's no doubt that we need to do better, and that's one of the areas, and that's why just what you're bringing up goes right into what I was speaking about FISA. We don't need to fund FISA the way that we are doing. Now, we need to protect America, and we need to make sure that we're investigating dangerous foreign terrorists, but we don't need to investigate Americans, and you're speaking to it as well. We didn't want that new FBI facility to be funded. Jim Jordan and I fought against that, as well as others. Unfortunately, it did. My heart's broken about it. I'm not even broken. To be honest with you, I don't mean to be crude, but I'm pissed off about it. I'm tired of it. I am just tired of the whole thing. These are bad people. We are funding individuals who believe in justice for thee and not for me. We are funding individuals and, unfortunately, in a way, supporting individuals on the left who are willing to destroy the very foundation of the United States of America. Everybody listening has to know how important this is. We're losing our country.
It's so true. It's so true. And again, Congressman, kudos to you for coming in and taking the slings and arrows. A lot of your conservative colleagues won't come in and do that. We appreciate it, sir.